So it should still, yeah, okay. It does still do stuff while I'm recording. I just have to remember to time myself every 30 minutes. But I'll dumb it down to 25 because that makes it easier to deal with if it's 25 minutes. So let me put my watch on and actually get a 25-minute timer going. Because I can't have any clip be longer than that, because otherwise it won't work when I put it on a flash drive. Timer, bring it down to 25 minutes. Start it, there we go. Now I have a bunch of 25-minute clips to work with. Ah, this theme, I still haven't learned it. I want to know that trombone part. Oh man, I love that theme. I need to find it on Spotify whenever they actually finally release it. That reminds me, I should check Spotify. Let me find the search button. Let me go to Hoyo Mix. Have they released anything? No. And Yu Peng Cheng doesn't really release all their stuff on there. They usually just end up released with Hoyo Mix.
Why don't we stay and rest up here for a while? Even machines in Fontaine need to stop and recharge now and then.
Can we pick somewhere with a decent view? That is true. We sleep outside, so. Oh, I had something to say. Oh yeah, I was about to say, yeah. Every time we have a sleep scene, or some reason we start sleeping, something happens. Something. I don't know what it ever is, but something will happen.
Oh, come on! This place isn't that bad. Besides, how often do we get to stay in an actual base? Oh, fine. Remember that detective story Paimon read before? Well, the author is about to release a new book, so Paimon wanted to buy it as soon as it came out and have a quiet place to read it.
Just don't spoil the ending for me this time.
Then it's agreed. Come on, let's get some sleep. We'll need to be up first thing in the morning to get in line and buy a copy.
You and Paimon relax for a while. Spinady Rosula's something.
Paimon didn't expect that style at all. Even though it's a detective novel, it's also like a social documentary. Whew. It's actually pretty good.
Either you just finished it or you're a pretty slow reader. I'm gonna go with the passive aggressive.
No! Paimon just spends a bit more time sleeping than you, that's all.
I wish I could sleep enough.
Excuse me, but do you know if the Traveler and Paimon are lodging here?
Huh? Who are you?
A blonde traveler and a chatty little fairy. Looks like I found the place. Good thing I asked the Spina di Rosula. Seems they sent me the right way.
Hey, what do you mean by chatty? Paimon's always careful not to talk too much. Most of the time, anyway.
I call bullshit. Oh. Most of normal gameplay you aren't talking. But in the story you talk too much.
It's an honor to meet you both. I was sent from the Palais Mermonia. Monsieur Neuvillette wishes to see you.
Ooh!
It seems he
Right
has
to
something
Neuvillette.
important to discuss in person.
Of course, since there's no previous plot hooks or any cliffhangers of any kind, we just get thrust. We have to have some other kind of hook. Interesting.
Neuvillette?
This feels
He
new.
wants to see us again already? Huh. We talked so much the last time we met. Has something happened since then?
I am not privy to the details. It would be best if you came to the Palais Mermonia and asked Monsieur Neuvillette in person.
Well, as it happens, I have no prior appointments, so.
If you say so, but...
Now that I've delivered the message, I'll take my leave.
Okay, so you're an auditor.
Thanks!
Interesting.
We haven't left the room for a few days, so we'll head over once we've freshened up a bit.
Interesting. Nothing weird actually happened during the actual sleep scene. Every time I go to sleep in any way, I end up, like, dead or something. Last time I ended up, literally waking up to a cutscene of, which I was not expecting, of Navia and Cran fighting an army of Gardamex. And that shit was fire. Like, this Argon quest definitely has my favorite, Definitely my favorite cutscenes by far. They are so good. They're just way too short. I want a full animated fight between of Cloran fighting someone, especially like Child, because that would be
We're
sick.
here! Did you want to see us about something? Huh? Why were you just standing there?
Yes, I did send someone to fetch you. But
Oh, I
as
love
for
his
what I'd
voice.
like to discuss next, well, I still have some reservations.
Given that we've already made the trip here, you should just tell us. But
I do indeed have something I'd like to ask you to do. However, you should wait until after I tell you the details, then decide for yourselves whether you'd like to help or not.
Okay.
The situation is this.
Okay, a little while earlier.
It has come to my attention that the Snezhnayan harbinger known as the Knave wants a diplomatic meeting with you, correct?
Oh! Oh no! I kept seeing memes of something something please don't hurt me with Farina versus Arlecchino.
I heard that she was originally from Fontaine, but for her to suddenly arrive here and abruptly request such a meeting like this, I sincerely advise you to refuse her invitation outright.
I mean, she does kind of want the gnosis, so.
I'm sure you're aware that her purpose is most likely related to Child's recent predicament. We convicted one of the Snezhnayan harbingers in a court of law, but we have yet to provide any form of detailed report on the matter. This does indeed provide an opportunity for Snezhnaya to put pressure on us.
They always have a reason. They always have some way of doing it, with the exception of, well, actually, even in Lua. In Mondstadt, it was the fact that Mondstadt was really weak comparatively of a nation, and also the whole killing the dragon thing. In Liyue, it's Child summoning a prior god that fought in the Archon War. In Inazuma, it's the Fatui being the reason the Vision Hunt Decree exists in the first place. And then Sumeru, it was literally creating an artificial god. Now this time, it's legal stuff. It's politics. So, interesting. Interesting change.
I believe we should adopt an evasive stance until we can provide a proper explanation and have a preliminary plan on how to deal with the matter.
No, we shouldn't. I think we should agree to the meeting.
Fiorina, you fucking idiot.
Oh.
Well, you see, we are the ones that owe an explanation. If we keep putting off the meeting, it could easily result in the problem escalating, right?
Man, we really have humbled you recently, haven't we a lot? Because you act, well, then again, you're acting in front of Nervalette, who's the only person who's, like, who knows you inside and out.
It's like a fight between two friends. If they don't agree to see each other and talk in person, isn't it possible that the friendship could end entirely?
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's similar.
Though diplomatic relations between Fontaine and Snezhnaya could be considered as friendly, it is only superficially so. You wouldn't go so far as to say that our nations are friends, as you did in your example.
God, who is Nervalette's voice actor? Because, like, dear God. It is even better than Zhongli's was. Who is their VA? Ray Chase. Let me see this guy, because I always get confused when looking at them. This dude? This does not remind me. This does not make me think of that voice at all. Same with the Zhongli voice being Keith Silverstein.
It was just an analogy. An analogy, okay?
Moreover, even if we were to talk in person, if we don't have sufficient information prepared, it is quite possible the result wouldn't be restored relations, but a complete falling out.
I don't think we should overthink those possibilities yet. Ahem. Even if the logic of the divine is not immediately apparent, its wisdom will only be revealed with time.
You really like having these coping mechanisms, huh?
Besides, you'll be at the meeting. If any problems do pop up, you'll have no problem navigating them.
You always offload this shit on Nervalette.
I must clarify that interacting and communicating with people outside of court is not my cup of tea. It seems you think too much of me. But more importantly, when did I agree to join the meeting with you?
Ooh.
You mean you won't come? No, that won't do. I can't go to the meeting alone. You have to accompany me. I must take you with me.
Lady Farina, could there be something else regarding this matter that is being kept from me?
No, not at all. Look, I am the Hydro Archon of Fontaine, Focalor, the god of justice who is loved and adored by many.
Well, that sentence at least is completely true.
So I only hope that justice will be served in this matter. Don't overthink it. I'll go find someone to arrange the meeting.
He just got forced into it. The time for the meeting arrives. Oh, it
Though
actually
it
does
could
happen.
officially be considered a diplomatic conference, I prefer to see our meeting today as an ordinary tea party.
Oh, I actually get to see the in-game model now. Oh, and I can see on the back there's the Pyro
the
Vision.
same way, Miss Farina.
Oh, wait, there it is. Yeah! The knave. The fourth of the... Wait, she's 4? I thought she was 10! So she's the 4th strongest, so she's just under Columbina? Wait, she's stronger than Skara? Wait. I thought Capitano was the 4th. Does this mean Capitano is 10? Wait, hold on. I have to rethink this. Everything I thought was true just got flipped outside the window. It got flipped inside out. It got turned into a tesseract and put in the 4th dimension. I am so confused. She's number 4? I genuinely thought she was much lower than that. Oh my god. Okay, so she's definitely a much bigger threat than I thought. She will be the single strongest entity we've fought up to this point, with the exception of the Shogun. Even that didn't count because we didn't ever fight her mano a mano. Not really, at least. This will be the single strongest opponent if we end up fighting her, and I hope to God we end up playing her. But of course, playing her won't be the same as actually canonically fighting her. This is incredible. And because she's number 4, she's near Archon strength, because number 3 is the benchmark of Archon strength. Because Columbina is as strong as the average Archon, which I'm pretty sure means she's much stronger than Fiorina is. Oh my god. I'm actually flabbergasted. Holy crap. That is... I just can't wrap my brain around it. Number fucking 4! I didn't think we'd beat number 4 till Natlin. I thought the highest we'd meet before then would be number 5. Holy shit, that's okay. Jeez.
Lady Farina?
Oh, yes, that's right. Just like you said, a tea party. I should thank you for providing the pastries. They look delectable.
Okay, I need to unplug my phone because it keeps playing through other stuff. Interesting.
To make this tea party even more lively, I've invited someone else to join us today.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Monsieur Neuvillette.
Oh my god,
I was
the
born
change
in
in tone.
Fontaine, so naturally, there's no need to introduce the nation's revered Udex to me.
Okay, I kept thinking it was Judex because I keep sawing a J, but it's Udex. Interesting. I don't know what that word means. It's probably French.
Hello. The pleasure is also mine.
God, talk to me harder.
First, I would like to thank the two of you. I'm
I'm
often away
sipping
on
very
business
hard.
outside of Fontaine, and I'm told that the children of the House of the Hearth have been well taken care of by you.
Uh,
Oh, I'm not referring to when my children, Linny and Lynette, were falsely accused by you. Please don't misunderstand.
God, why did you have to put Arlecchino and Nervalette in the same room, in the same scene, talking at the same
The
time?
children of the House of the Hearth are often misunderstood. Perhaps due to the reputation of the Fatui. There's no getting around that. All I meant to say is that Fontaine has been stable in recent years. The people are well off and the children lead happy, fulfilled lives. That is something truly worth cherishing, and no one wishes to disrupt such peace.
Now then, you have come regarding the matter of child, correct?
Okay, getting straight to the
Well,
point.
yes. It appears the ever-busy Udex Nouvillette doesn't wish to waste time with diplomatic pleasantries,
Let me turn
and
this off
hopes
now.
that we can get straight to the point of our talk. Yes, as you surmised, understanding child's situation is indeed one of the goals of this trip. As we are both diplomats from Snezhnaya, as well as Fatui harbingers, Child and I have always been colleagues. Were anything to happen in Fontaine, each of us would serve as the other's attorney to resolve the issue. So now, in my capacity as his attorney, I request that Child be turned over to Snezhnaya. We have a responsibility to cooperate with Fontaine and resolve what has happened to him together.
The rules governing attorneys only apply before a trial has concluded. Since a verdict has already been rendered, we see the case as settled. I apologize for being unable to grant your
Ugh.
request.
The way his voice is, it's just, he's just talking normally, but it also makes it sound so like passive aggressive and just, it's such a perfect voice for this type of character. It's like, I've always loved the people Formosa brings on to Genshin, or Genshin gets Formosa to get other people, and that's where like this comes from. And like, this is amazing. Arlecchino feisty, yes.
An outright refusal. Very well. I respect all the rules of Fontaine's courts, just as I respect you as Chief Justice.
Though of course there's also the problem with that fact that Formosa is one of the people being targeted by the by SAG-AFTRA now. For the next set of strikes. Which really sucks.
Okay, why don't we back up a step? You don't need to transfer Child to us. I only request to enter the fortress of Meripede to see Child and confirm his condition.
I'm not sure if that's allowed, but then again I don't know anything about the Fortress of Meripede yet. Meripede? I don't know.
It's not like you couldn't even manage to fulfill a simple request like that. Right, Miss Farina.
I thought the miss was gonna come before that. I'm done.
About that.
The Fortress of Meripede has always been completely autonomous. Even we have no authority to interfere there, and diplomatic issues do not suffice as an excuse.
It's completely autonomous? Wait, I thought there would actually be some people there. Is it really completely just done by Gardamex? Honestly, that seems like a fatal flaw. This happens in most like movies and stuff. It's a classic situation of it's completely autonomous, and that will be its downfall.
However, if you absolutely must confirm the situation of the Harbinger, I have a proposal.
Oh, is it just not going to tell us?
The knave showed up already? Well, Lenny did say that father will be returning soon. We didn't even know that Lenny was from the House of the Hearth at the time, so we kinda overlooked that information.
Yes, thank you for your kind advice. I'm well aware of the situation.
Okay, now the question is, what do you need our help with specifically?
I also noticed that Lady Farina acts a little odd and unnatural whenever I bring up matters related to the knave.
It's because they're
Could the
lesbian
knave
lovers.
be threatening Lady Farina or something?
If that were the case, then why wouldn't Lady Farina inform me? And what means could the knave possibly have to twist the arm of an Archon?
Wouldn't be that far from it to actually assume that. I'm pretty sure they might actually be around equal strength.
So maybe that's not very likely. Even though Farina can act a little weird at times, she's still an Archon.
In reality, this problem is even more thorny than it appears. According to reports from the Fortress of Meropide, Child recently disappeared under mysterious circumstances.
Oh, so he's not in there anymore. That's fun. That's just dandy.
The details are still unclear. We cannot rule out an escape, but there have also been no reports of him outside of the Fortress of Meropide.
And it'd be pretty easy to notice considering the whole thing's underwater.
Special guards oversee the fortress, and its internal systems are extensive. Combined with the special characteristics of the surrounding terrain, an escape should not be possible. I suspect that there's something else behind Child's disappearance.
Could it be the thing that he's on his dream or whatever? Oh, it's been a while since I watched it. I could probably watch my own video and remember, but you know.
I was
I'm not
only
gonna
willing
bother
to
pulling
share
up my
this
own
information
content.
with you because you are friends of Child, and it is my duty to see justice done.
See your Discord? Why? Oh. What? Wait, did you? Hold on, I can't hear it because it. Did you? Wait, she's 4? I thought she was 10. That sounds so bad out of context. That sounds so bad out of context. Oh my god.
So this is what you wanted to see us about before.
Yes. I would like you to go to the Fortress of Meropide and investigate Child's disappearance. This was my proposal
I guess I have
during
to
our
investigate
meeting with
this
the
again.
Knave. Rather than allowing her to intervene, I offered to send someone to find out about Child's situation and report back to her in detail.
You know, I should have expected that we're gonna do an investigation. That's literally what this entire this entire thing's been about this whole time. This whole time, because it's all trials and shit.
The Knave did not seem satisfied by my proposal, but she still agreed to go along with it for the time being. Her words were, "We will talk more once we have that report."
So that means we bought ourselves some time.
Firstly, you're already acquainted with Child. Your eyes may discern relevant
Oh,
details there
that is
that
true.
others would miss.
Not only that, but we're like some of the few people that he knows that can actually fight toe-to-toe with him that isn't himself.
And secondly, is the consideration of the unique nature of the Fortress of Meropide.
So I'm actually gonna be able to go there
Isn't
now.
it just Fontaine's prison?
It's also underwater.
I would not define it so crudely. The Fortress of Meropide is not affiliated with the court system of Fontaine on paper. It has always existed as an autonomous entity. Early in Fontaine's history, criminals were punished with exile, not imprisonment. Even today, sentences against convicted criminals still include exile, just as before. The Fortress of Meropide may seem like a prison, but it should in fact be regarded as a gathering place for exiles.
Interesting.
All we do is dispatch guards to keep watch and help maintain security, but we have no right to get involved with any other matters. Although I do have a personal relationship with the administrator there, neither myself nor the courts have the right to be directly involved with the investigation, no matter how serious the grounds.
Oh, Paimon gets it now. That's why you need us to conduct our own investigation as a third party, right?
Correct. I will arrange
That makes a
false
lot of
charges
sense.
against you so that you may secretly investigate inside the fortress during your detention. This will save us a lot of unnecessary trouble.
Yo, so I'm gonna charge you guilty.
So, are you two willing to accept my proposal?
Yeah, that sounds like fun.
Yeah.
Getting in
my
prison,
mind,
let's
look at
go.
It seems we're the best choice.
Nice
Alright,
voice
we
crack.
hereby accept this difficult task.
You two have my sincere thanks. This matter is of critical importance to Fontaine's current situation. Also, I hope that both of you can keep this operation a secret. We will rendezvous at the Fortress of Merope's entrance on Araneus once you've prepared yourselves. I will arrange for someone to take you inside.
Wait, it's on
Prepare
Araneus?
ourselves.
Perhaps you could enjoy a good meal and have a nice bath. I'm afraid that living conditions inside the fortress are nothing like those on the outside world.
Yeah, I can expect as much.
All right! Even though we'll be there on trumped up charges, on second thought, is it too late to back out?
Please do not worry. Since you are sacrificing both your time and quality of life for the sake of delivering this report,
Money?
you will be compensated according to the highest standards permitted to legal staff, regardless of the outcome.
Now that's more like it. Come on, traveler, let's go eat the best meal we can find. We'll eat so much that we won't need to eat another meal for a whole month.
Are you leaving now? In that case, please take this cake as a token of my personal gratitude.
Cake into prison. How cliche. Go to Cafe Lucerne. Also, Araneus? Wait, why do I have to go to Araneus? Because this is... Yeah, I'm right. This is Araneus, this area right here. So is it... Wait, is it down below the Opera Apicles? Was I right? Interesting. Very interesting.